What's in my bag? All right, hi everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dimitri, and this is For the Love of Golf. So if you're new to the channel or you're returning, welcome back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you're first to be notified about future content. If you enjoyed today's content, hit that like button, and don't forget to share with your friends, share with your enemies. Why not? Well, today I'm here at Petaluma Golf Center. I'm not here to use the range. I'm here to share with you what's in my golf bag. So let me start first with the bag itself. With that comes a little backstory. Back in 2018, Nancy had bought me a brand new set of Top Flight XL golf clubs to replace the older blades that I was playing. So I had been playing those clubs for about a year and a half. I was enjoying the top flights that I was playing with. I had intended to eventually get newer clubs, but I wanted to start with a bag that I liked better. And for Christmas, she updated my bag. And so she purchased for me this MaxFly Honors Plus bag. My Top Flight bag had like 6 big pockets in it, and this had individual pockets, 14 of them. And of the different color choices out there, she got me black, red, and white. She knows that black and red are two of my favorite color schemes, and that goes back beyond Tiger Woods. Anyway, so the bag has 14 individual slots for the clubs, and I use the plastic tubes because I don't like fighting as the grips are rubbing up against each other. 13 additional storage pockets, from big pockets, ball pockets, and a pocket to keep your drink cool, a scorecard, and a pen. And 3 different handles, here, and here, from which you can manhandle your bag. All right, but that's enough about the bag. Let's talk about what's in the bag and how it came to be. So January last year, Nancy and I had just finished playing a round of golf, and I stopped by our local Dick's Sporting Goods to get the updated book of golf rules. We walked in there, they were out of stock, but while walking around, a combo hybrid iron set caught my eye. My being a big, huge fan of red, the blood red insert on the back of the club is what stood out. They were Tommy Armour TA1s with Mamiya recoil graphite shafts. As I looked at the price, I was nearly floored. They were $200, 75% off the original $800 cost. I gathered a salesman, asked him if I could hit a few. He taped up a couple of my choice. I went in their hitting bay. I liked how they felt. I asked him, "What's your return policy?" He said 90 days. I said, "Wrap them up, I'll take them." So I took them without really a proper fitting, but I was okay with that. I figured I had 90 days to try these clubs out and see what I wanted to do. From there, I was also wanting to pick up a driver that was adjustable. I didn't have that in the Top Flight clubs. So we went to Golf Mart. When we walked in there, the first thing I asked them, "You guys got that current book of rules?" They said, "Right here." Great, I took it. From there, I went to look at used drivers. I was approached by a salesman, and I told him I was looking for an adjustable driver. Didn't have to be brand new. And he said, "You know, if you don't mind, can I tell you what I think is the best deal we have in the house right now?" "Sure, tell me." He says, "The Wilson Cortex driver." I said, "I know that driver from the driver to driver contest in 2018. It won the contest." He says, "I have them in stock and they're $199. I'm like, that's down from the $4.99 original price. He said, yeah, that's why I think it's the best deal in the house. So he grabbed a couple for me, went into their hitting bay, and I hit a number of shots with each of the clubs, and I walked out with a brand new Wilson Cortex driver for $199. So in less than an hour, I ended up with $1,400 worth of clubs out the door for $450. Couldn't beat that at all. At the time, I did not have a 3-wood in my bag because I couldn't hit a 3-wood off the deck to save my life. At Dick's, they had a hybrid 3, brand new, for $15 less than I was paying for the entire set of combo hybrid and irons. So I walked away and left that alone. Instead, I went on eBay where I found one for $75. So I bought that, a new demo, and put that in the bag. So now I had my driver, a hybrid 3, hybrid 4.5, 6 through gap wedge in irons. My pitching wedges were Wilson harmonized 52, 56, and 60-degree black wedges. But that's one too many clubs. So I had to sacrifice something. It was between the 50 or the 52. So I took out the 50. Now I had 13 clubs plus my putter. The putter I had at the time was a Top Flight Gamer Tour putter. So I went on to play with my new clubs. Just 2 months after that, we went into lockdown due to COVID-19. So in May, when we were lifted from the lockdown and I was able to go play again, I got back out with my clubs and got more familiar with them. And it was after that that I was finally able to go back to Dick's to get a size fitting for my clubs. I had them all shortened by 1 inch and then all regripped with Golf Pride CP2 Pro standard size grips. In May, restrictions were lifted and I finally got to play again. So as I'm checking in at the clubhouse of this particular golf course, I walk in and they've got some putters on sale, and this one jumped out at me. Of course it did. It was black, white, and candy apple red. So I took it out and putted with it for about 20 minutes, and I bought it and I started gaming with it that day. So that made up my bag. 3 months later, on one of my Facebook groups, somebody from the UK is selling an Old Tom, is the brand, putter. It was black and white with an X for the logo. I thought it was just sexy. In doing some research on the putter in the meantime, I lost out on the opportunity to buy it. But that research led me to a My Golf Spy review of the 5 best putters of 2018, which led me to this putter. It's an MLA, which stands for Multi-Line Alignment, Tour Series Tour Dreamer putter. I like things that are unusual. What got me about this putter was the alignment system on the top of the putter. The fact that it was adjustable made it even better. So I found one on eBay. I bought it. It didn't come with the weight set, so I purchased one of those. I took out the standard 5-gram weights. I put a 10 on the heel and a 15 on the toe. And that is the putter that is in my bag. And remember, when you're putting for dough, keep a good grip on your moneymaker. So as we're coming to the end of 2020, I'm thinking about what's in my bag and how well I'm striking the ball with what I've got. And I decided to close some of the gaps in my bag. My Cortex driver is a 10.5 degree driver head, and my Hybrid 3 was 19. My Hybrid 4 was 22, my Hybrid 5 was 25, my 6 iron was 27, my 7 iron was 30, my 8 iron was 35, my 9 iron was 40, my pitching wedge was 45, the gap wedge that came in the set was 50, That wasn't in the bag. I had the Wilson 52, 56, and 60. I had to think about what I was doing here. I rarely ever use the 60. So what I decided to do was bite the bullet and find a 3-wood to close that gap between the driver and the Hybrid 3. Did a little research, and what I found was a King Cobra F6 3/4 adjustable 3-wood. And I found it on eBay, and I was following that. In the meantime, I went to another golf mart. They just so happened to have one in stock. I hit a few balls with it, and I walked out of there with that club for $40 versus the close to $100 that the other one was at on eBay. But now I had one club too many. So I decided to shop for new wedges and get the 50-degree gap wedge back in the bag. So I went and did a little shopping, hit a couple of different wedges, and I settled on black, tailor-made mill grind 54 and 58 wedges. And I got those for myself as an early birthday present because it's right around Christmas time. So that completes the club lineup of what's in my bag for 2021. All right, well, I am an admitted gadget guy. We all have gadgets in our bag. Let me share with you what mine are. I want to start off with a modification that I made to my shoulder strap. The first thing I did was I disconnected the shoulder straps from the D-rings, and I added quick clips, which means that I can remove my shoulder strap off the bag, because when it's on my push cart or on the golf cart, if I need to get around it, it's just in my way. So now, boom, it's gone. It's out of the way, quick. Other gadgets I have on my bag. Golf glove, not exactly a gadget, it's a necessity, but it's on the bag. One of the club cleaners that I use on the bag using a Frogger magnetic mount. Not one, but 3 towels. A ball cleaner and a shot counter. My scope. This scope is made by Pin Sights with a Z on the end. Got this on Amazon for $100, and what makes this such a great deal is it has slope. The only downside is you cannot turn off the slope, so if you're in a tournament, you might not want to pull this out of your bag. This little remove before flight is because with the magnetic attachment, I already left one of these on a golf cart, never to be seen again. That's a nice little reminder. Haven't left it behind yet. Now it takes a lot of balls to play I do, so of course I got a ball bag. The balls I play with are 3-piece balls. I either use Snell MTBX, Strixon Q-Star Tour, or Encore Elixir, all in yellow. All right, other items inside the bag, of course, are tees, another type of club cleaner, divot tool with ball marker on it. I also keep a can of foot spray inside the bag when I'm feeling I need to use it at the practice range. A water-filled club cleaner, which comes in handy when the ball cleaner has gone dry. I have found this to be a pretty cool gadget. It's called bag belts. Clips onto the legs of your bag. Its purpose is to help keep your bag straight on your push cart or in the back of the golf cart, because we know how they shift around with all the banging that goes on as we're making our way around the golf course. All my clubs have covers on them. 1, I'm protecting my investment. 2, I find the clanking that goes on just to be annoying. Well, that's what's in the bag. What's in your bag? Comment below. Now, after all that, in working on my game, trying to be a little bit smarter and manage my play better, I've decided to take these clubs out of my bag. So based on a video that I watched from Golf Sidekick, I am now removing the 4 and the 5 hybrid out of the bag. Removing the 7 and 8 iron out of the bag. And removing the pitching wedge out of the bag. So what that leaves me with now is my driver, my 3 wood, my 3 hybrid, my 6, my 9 iron, my gap wedge, my 54, and my 58 wedges, plus my putter. I do not expect this to be a permanent change, but I will play this for a few months and I'll put clubs back in as I'm ready. Well, if you've enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell so you're the first to be notified of new content. All right, well, I'm Dimitri, and this is For the Love of Golf, and I'll catch you later.